Hey friends, welcome to another snippet from my eclectic life here in the studio. We're doing finishing the gel printing I did in the last video. I had to go to dinner at my mom's house for my stepfather, and it was great. We had fun, we played games, and we had a good time. But I'm going to finish jelly plating now. If you'll remember, in the last video I had these funny little deli paper things. Well, I cut the ends off of them, the part that was keep glued down, and so now I'm going to open them up. And that's what they look like. That. There we go. So now we'll do some jelly plating on those. They kind of stuck. I might have made a mistake letting them completely dry before I did this. I guess I just have to be patient and do it a little bit at a time. This one's being a little bit more persnickety. Open that up. Come on. Okay, that's what those look like at this point. We'll work on them some more in a minute. And then here's the calendar that I got kind of a background down on. We'll add some more stuff to it too. And then we'll see what we can do with some other stuff. We're going to start, I think, with the calendar because I want to. Okay, let's see. Let's do some blue. This is aquamarine blue from Folk Art. And this is Velvet Crush from Apple Barrel. Oh, sorry about that. That one's obviously needs some help. And we'll just do that for now. Okay, let's find a new one of these that I can put down here. Okay. Get the scissors out. Good grief, I'm getting everything everywhere. Okay. There's those. There we go. Okay. Having some trouble getting coverage. I don't know. Alright. I try to spread it, even my wipe-off paper paint, as thin as I can so that it'll dry faster. Alright. I want to try. Let's do this one for kicks here. I haven't done that one in a long time. And we need to put something over that so that we can press it down to make an impression. Okay. Now we'll pick it up. And it looks like some chickens have walked all over it. let's see what happens here. Now, last time I did this, I ended up with red paint all over my hands. I decided I wasn't going to do that this time, so I'm going to do this. And put this blue and purple stuff on the paper. Okay. That made some cool lines on there. That's kind of neat looking. Let's take this up and see. Yeah, you can't see the chicken feet very good. Okay. A little disappointing, because that probably would have been really cool on something else. Okay, let's do this one. Probably won't get much off this time because it's already come up once. Yeah, practically nothing. But it added some blue there. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll let that one hang up. And I think I'm going to have to lay it somewhere because it came and rolled on me last time. Okay, now then let's take this one just for kicks since there's some extra stuff on it anyway. Can you hear that? Let's pull this up and see what we got. I don't know. We'll add some more to it later and see if we can get something else to happen with it. Alright, let's find those. Yeah, let's work on these a little bit. Put them over here. And get some stencils to work with. I've got some lace. I'll show you what I've got. I got this kind of, I don't know what it was, a scarf or something. But I thought I wouldn't wear it, but it'll be good on the jelly plate. And I've got this kind of lace from my old curtain. And then this kind of doily-ish thing from Dollar Tree. And I've got this stencil. I love this stencil. It's one of my favorite ones. And as you can see, I'm not one of those neat people who cleans their stencils. I think, you know, after a while, maybe I'll hang it up on the wall as art. I don't know. And I love this stencil with the leaves. That one's really fun. And then I've just got some screen, like you put in your window. And it swirls. Ooh, make you dizzy. Okay. Let's do, what colors would be good on here? Oh my goodness, so many choices. Let's try a little bit of this. This is the Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. I really like these paints. They're just really pretty. And they're not very expensive, which I really like as well. And let's put a little bit of this. This one is Deep Magenta. It's not a metallic, but it's also Artist Loft. No, there it is. Okay. Alrighty. And let's do some lace. And I'm going to stick, I think, this one down to take off some of the paint so that the lace can show on the when I do the real print. Can you tell this was one I was doing at Christmas? A little bit came up. Okay, now we'll take the lace up and let's put this down over here and lay the lace on it and see if we can get some of that to come off on the paper. A little bit. Okay. Only bad thing about these is that they're too long. So there's that. And I think maybe I can get that. And then we'll do right here. And missed that little part. Gelli plating is really pretty forgiving. Okay, let's hang this one up. Oh, that makes a mess on my hands. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Let's see if we can get the rest of this stuff to come off on here. It gives a little tinge of metallic. I don't know if you can see that glow. A little bit. Okay. Alright, what's next? Let's do a little of this purple. This is Artist Loft's metallic purple. That one is just about empty. And this is bronze. Let's put a little of that in with it and see what happens. Boy, look at that. Gotta be some mixed media, something I can do with that. I think I'll save it. I usually don't bother to save those, but that one looked kind of cool. Okay. Oh, these colors together make me want to use that leaf stencil. That was pretty. Uh-oh. Look at all the different colors there. That's kind of cool. Okay. And I think I'm going to do another lace thing here with this one. And use this paper again. Let's try this. Oh, it didn't work so well. When the paper's on top of this lace, it doesn't kind of stick down, and it makes that not work as well. All right, now I'm going to take that off. Lay it down over here. That didn't do much, but that's okay. All right. We will do this. Put that there. It's beginning to look interesting. Okay. I think I'm going to use this time. I need to cut that off. That's just too long. Let's see. The scissors have cut so much paper that I don't want to cut fabric. And it's sort of fabricy. Alright, let's try some of this. No, let's do gold. Let's just put some gold on there. This is old gold from Artist Loft. I think I'm just going to do gold this time. I don't usually do just one color, but I'm going to do it this time. Okay, let's see. Open this up. And we will lay this down. Right there. And let's stick another piece over here so that the whole thing can kind of be the same. There'll be a seam, but oh well. And we're going to go right, well, how about right here in the middle? Not a whole lot came off. Let's do some more. Oh, that's a little more. Okay, let's do right here. Okay, and a little bit right here. Okay, we pretty much got gold everywhere here. Let's get a little more there. A little more right in here. So no. Let's try here. Okay. these up. And let's put it on here. Maybe it'll redeem that page. Not so sure, but can't make it worse. That's beginning to get some pretty cool texture. That gold definitely did help. Okay. I think next I'm gonna, what am I gonna do next? I think I'm not going to do any more of these. That one was enough to know kind of what it'll do. These are the other part of those deli paper things. I think those will make good collage stuff, so I'm going to leave them alone. I think I'm going to work on this right now and make some I may need to do this, though, as the ghost, so it won't get goopy. Let's do that. Here's some paper we'll work with. Okay, and I've got some of these. I got these at the thrift store. The bag was $8. And it's got these rolling things, but they have ink in them, so you can roll them on paper like that. Well, I don't want to do that. I think I had one. No, I don't have one. I thought I had one with the ink taken out, but we'll just take the ink out. That's what we'll do. Take that out. Take this off. There we go. I'll take that out. Slide that back in. No, maybe not. Nope, we'll just leave that out. Let's see what we want to do here. Oh, here's some. This is good. This is music notes. That I was wanting to try that one. Okay. So we will take, let's do some of this cranberry wine, Americana. Put it on there just a little bit. Try to do it really lightly so that I don't have to make it a second print. I can let it be a first print. Let's see. Get that out of the way. Alright, now I'm going to roll these music notes across. And I should have brought some water out to soak that in. I was not thinking. I'll have to do that in a minute. Right now we're going to work on this. Put this down. See what happens. Well, it doesn't show up a whole lot because it's got red behind it. But it might be an okay first coat. So let's just do some more of that and get this the whole thing done with that same thing. And the music notes. Roll it off and try to get rid of some of that paint, since I can't dunk it in water right now. Okay. And let's do right here. And then right there. Okay, let's do one more of those and see if we can finish the whole thing off with that, and then we'll add something on top of it. Oh, nothing like crooked music paper. All right, let's go like this. Okay. Oops, there's one more spot. I wonder if I can get some. All right. Well, we're going to let that dry. Okay, let's do something else on our little calendar here. What would be good? I think the flower stencil, because it's pretty obvious what it is, and we need something kind of obvious on top. Where did I put it? There we go. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to use this one next. And I think we're going to do trying to think what other colors. I think we'll just do a light red and a yellow. Do I have a light red? This is Apple Barrel Bright Red. We'll do that. And this is Anita's All-Purpose Acrylic in Bright Yellow. This is an old one that I got from the thrift store, so I don't know how dependable it's going to be. But we won't know till we try. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's put this. Well, this looks ketchup-y again. Hopefully with flowers it won't look like ketchup and mustard mixed on the plate. Excuse me, goodness. All right, let's do the back of this one to take off some of this paint. Okay, well that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Goodness gracious. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get off a little bit more. Oh, looks pretty cool. I've still got a lot of paint right there. Let's see. Okay. And let's take this right here. I'm just trying to get off enough that the flowers will really look like flowers when I pick it up. Now I'm going to pick this up, move it over here. Let's see if we can get a lot of that off the stencil. Ooh, you see that? Ooh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. All right. Now let's take this and let's go right in the middle if we can. Let's see. Yeah, the paint's coming through, so you know we're getting something on there. So it's kind of what it looks like right now. It's not bad. Let's hang this up. Get it out of the way. Let's take this one, just for kicks, stick it on there and see what we can get to come off. You can tell which ones I don't care about because I just keep using them, trying to add a little bit more. It looks like the pull-off trash page that it really is. Instead of like there's something good about it. Alright, we're going to do some more of that red and yellow and try to go around the edges of that, the rest of that with some more. This is a little more yellow, so it'd be obvious it's not the same, but that's alright. That's what we're doing, right? Okay, let's see if we can find another place to wipe this off. Oops. Okay. Let's do this side this time. Let's just for kicks. This will probably pick up more because it's the thin deli paper, so let's do that. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. So let's go right here. There. Okay. There's a that's a wild looking page. Let's get it over here to hang out. And that's obviously not enough fun. So let's do this. See if we can get off some more. You can kind of see where it indents a little bit. Shows you where you've gotten down into the paint. So you can rub around and try to make more of that. And that means you're picking up the paint. With a big stencil like this, sometimes it's hard to get in there. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can get a little more in here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's try putting our flowers over here now. Okay. Oh, like that. That's pretty cool. I better hang that up so it won't get won't stick down to my paper on the table. Okay. Now let's see what we can do here. Okay. Let's take this about right here. Pick that up. That's getting in there. Now then, let's see. About here. Let's go right there. So now I've kind of got that print all the way across the bottom. So now I just need to do the top part. And I'm not sure what's the best way to go about that. Let's see. Roll this back up. It keeps coming undone. My washi tape idea didn't work so well. Okay. Let's go right here. Just a little bit more. So we're going to have to do it one more time in order to cover the whole thing. So that's okay. Let's see if we can take off. There's nothing on this one, so we're just going to try to see what we can take off. Probably should have done it on this side since there's nothing decent on this side. Oh well. Got an air bubble under there. Practically nothing came off. That's funny. Alright, it's definitely good and dry here. I think. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and finish this. I was going to say, I think I'd like to. No, I think I do want to put something else on this. Let's try this. This is Purple Pansy from Apple Barrel. Just put a little bit of this. Maybe a little more than that. It might not be quite wet enough to pick it up. Get another roll-off paper. Shipping papers from Amazon come in real handy. Okay, I need something thin to pull that up. See if I can find some Gelli paper real quick. Here we go. Sometimes Gelli paper will pull up that grunge better than just about anything. So let's. Let it sit there a minute. Not too long, but I do want it to have time to soak in. Okay, see what we get. We picked up some of it. It's kind of hard to see. It'll be interesting for collage, though. Alright, we're going to go back to our yellow and red and finish that up because I'm ready to get that out of the way for right now. I don't know what to do to it after this. Maybe I'll use a pen and doodle on it or something. But for what we're doing right now, this is going to be the end of it as far as that's concerned, I think. That's actually turned into a really pretty orange. And all this mottled of colors, it's more solid than the others, but that's all right. We're going to go with it. Okay. We're going to put that one again. And I've got another one of these deli papers. That took the paint off pretty good last time, so I'm going to use it again. Okay. Let's see, where do I need to take off some more paint? Okay, really kind of liking that, but there's some right there that could use a little bit more. Okay. I still want to get off a little bit more of that, so I think I'm going to take this other deli paper that we did and see what we can get off on top of that, see if that'll look good. Well, that looks pretty cool. It's not as detailed, but it's let's go this way. Oops. Like that, I need a little more here. Right here. That's where I need to get some more. Alrighty. Okay, I just now realized that part of my jelly plate's not even in view. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's put this on top of that. See, it's finally looking better. Okay, let's see if we can get a little more right there. Not much. Okay. All right. Now then, we want to do starting right there. There we go. I think I'll do a little bit more in this corner right here. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to have to do something with the border between those two. Who knows? I may end up jelly plating on the whole thing, but I really like the peacocks, so I'll figure out something, but not today. As far as I'm going to go on that one today. Okay, now then, let's get this off with something. Okay, let's try this. I made a homemade jelly plate before I bought this one, and I used it, and I loved working on it with stencils because it would squish more than this does, and so you could really get the paint up off the stencils. That flower stencil came out perfect every time. It was wonderful. But doing all that squishing for the stencils ended up, that's beginning to get some cool texture, ended up putting divots all in my jelly plate. So it was like I had to remelt it every time I wanted to do jelly plating, if I did, 20 or 30 pages like I usually like to do. And I got tired of remelting it every time. And so I went ahead and gave in and bought one. And when I first got this one, I was very frustrated because I couldn't get my stencils to come out good. And I finally realized it's just different. You just have to learn. And I think you like whatever you have first. You really like it. I really loved the prints I got off my homemade jelly plate. I loved them. I just didn't like having to remelt it every time I wanted to do some jelly plating. So I definitely am not opposed to people making jelly plates. It's a good thing. And on my website, myartplay.space, I have a little tutorial where I talk about making the jelly plates and everything. You can go look there if you want to make your own. The one I make does not have alcohol in it, and so it doesn't have the fume issues that the one with alcohol, the permanent one with alcohols. But it definitely made a good jelly plate. I just got tired of having to remelt it. Okay, I think I am through for today, lovely friends. Blessings to you all, and thank you for joining me in another piece of my eclectic life. God bless.